All right. Let's see what the stream is giving. Kombat Kast number 2.
These probably, between all of
I think
them,
what's
about
cool
a
about
week,
this is there's
to
like
get
feels like
a
there's
sheet
culture
of
here.
them
Like
done.
It's funny they're called speeds, but then they're full-blown pieces of art.
They are full-blown pieces of art, and what we do with these speeds is
see all these
we
color
find
things,
areas
and it
top-down
look like
to
these
just kinda
things have
help,
eyes.
spatially kind of figure out how this thing.
There's
is,
like
is laid
eyes
out.
here.
And
That's
this
so
really helps
cool.
Our 3D environment art team. So like
This
Corey,
also shows some depth.
It does. It absolutely does. Yeah.
It's funny
and
'cause
that's
these
really
models are,
important
like,
with
from
our
MK11.
shoebox levels, right? Like we really. So a lot of the fun little things.
Yeah,
with
look at
this,
those little things in
version
there.
of the living forest has been that the trees are almost like these ancestral.
That's what I'm
guardians that,
saying. It feels like it has a
tied
lot of
to different
culture.
families. So you have almost like offerings at the base of all of those trees. Of
And
people
there's
that
a lot of
coming
color this
into
time
the living
around,
forest,
too.
Year after year, kind of depositing these different offerings to the trees, and we have like little baby trees too that are just starting out.
little baby trees.
Little baby trees.
They look
These
like
trees don't
Groot.
look like
This
they
looks
wanna
like
eat
Groot.
anybody.
They don't know. These are really
actually
nice.
goes.
Exactly.
Just adding that depth to a fighting game.
Yeah, the
makes it
living
feel so
forest is
living, so
definitely
It's
better.
a forest.
That's
Right,
living.
right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
feels like a living forest as opposed to it being like
Absolutely.
dead.
And
I think
even
he's always been a character that can get in.
Always had mobility. Always had mobility and ways
That's
to close
true.
the gap.
That's a good- that's
and
a good
also
way to
be
look at
right on
Smoke.
top of you. Teleport,
Right.
punch.
He's dangerous from full screen anywhere. You want to hit a button, he has an opportunity to blow you up for it. And that continues in MK1. So let's take a look.
Let's do it.
But first, let's talk about his normal attacks. One of the new things you might notice is he has this knife, which is a karambit, which is from Indonesia, I believe.
Ooh.
And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. You can see he has this slicey dice.
Slicey dice, yep. He's just cutting you up.
Low slice.
There goes your Achilles.
He uses it in his uppercut, jabs.
Is the audio delayed?
And his
I think their
throw.
audio is delayed.
Oh, right under the mouth. That's the worst. Yeah.
Another noteworthy thing about his normal attacks is he has a really good long distance overhead, which is his back two.
Yep.
Ooh.
That covers some space.
Pull
Oh,
you in the
nailed
air
it.
And, pull
And
you
it pulls
in.
you forward.
Jump again. And if you EX it, he pulls you right up with a bunch of recovery, and then you can actually go into your mix-ups.
Right. So he has his own kind of get over here, if you will.
Exactly.
And he's patrolling the skies.
Yeah. So he also has a new take on the classic smoke bomb. He throws the smoke bomb into the air and then will drop down. This will track the opponent. So up close, he'll be real quick, and even full screen. He'll always go behind them, and it's an overhead.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So
Now.
constantly closing the distance.
Exactly. So if you read a
the
projectile,
hell?
if you think it's crouch blocking because of the low, you can go for that. And the EX version has an extra special property. Instead of dropping down and doing that attack, he'll just drop down and he'll be invisible.
Because that's what you want, is to deal with somebody with overheads and lows and invisible.
Right.
Sounds
That's
great.
how I feel.
I
Like,
don't
for
know
real.
that too. I bet I can react to that.
Right.
How do you react to an overhead that you literally
Can't
cannot see?
You could probably hit him out of
Yep.
it, though.
Exactly.
Low pokes, low pokes. Get.
So another special move is the classic teleport. This time it starts as a low, then goes into the teleport.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So if you EX
Oh,
it,
that's what the mix-up is going to
you
be.
get a combo starter.
And that punch is very like throwbacky to like
Exactly.
MK3
it's like
robot.
a new take on robot smoke.
Love it. I love it.
He also can cancel this one.
Oh, okay. Something I will never do. Nope. I commit, okay, at all times.
And there's a fun property. If
Oh.
you EX cancel it, he turns invisible.
Okay, so you can go invisible
Oh,
in other ways.
that's a new way of incorporating his invisibility
And lastly,
into
he has
his
a new
gameplay.
take on his phase teleport move. He will phase through, go full screen no matter where you are, and go in with this attack. And this can be used not just to close the gap,
To end the combo.
gap and check the opponent, but it can go under fireball. So, please fireball.
Let's see if you can do it. Oh, wow, first time Lanny.
There
Wow.
you go.
Wow.
And this can also be canceled.
I was just gonna ask.
So instead of, you make a hard read on a projectile, if it has a lot of recovery, you can actually stop right in front of them and get a full punish.
And go into your business.
Going
Or-
to the business.
Exactly. If they're blocking, you can go ahead and stop in front of them, go for a 50-50, jump over, throw, whatever you want.
Cool.
kinda,
Did you
it
do his
looks
throw yet?
nice.
I did.
Oh, okay.
How?
I
Oh,
just
yeah,
think
under the
it's
mouth.
gonna be so annoying to
Didn't wanna
deal
see it
with.
again. Just kidding.
When you're playing Smoke,
A zoner's worst
what are you
nightmare.
looking for in a cameo?
Great question. And I'm always a big fan of pointing out that you could show up on your weaknesses. Like, you'll notice he doesn't have a traditional projectile.
Correct.
So you could give him someone like Sonya who has ring toss. Or you can double down on what you have and maybe get even bigger combos. Or maybe you can use someone who has new combo starters and mix-its options. But what I picked here is Cameo Sub-Zero, who makes counter zoning even better because he has a really nifty, tricky move where he coats you in ice armor and you become projectile immune.
Oh.
So let's wait for it to refresh. Sure. Fireball me.
That is
Just absorbing fireballs and can walk you down.
And he's taking no
that is
damage from that?
great.
What?
He could also turn invisible and have it on.
But now
Okay.
I want to spam it out now.
Yeah, so one of the best things to do with
They
turning
continue
invisible
to
is
like,
stand projectile.
yo.
And hit a stray while he's trying to move around. He can literally use Sub-Zero, become projectile immune, be invisible, teleport behind you, and then start doing 50-50.
That's very sneaky.
Cameos are gonna be
That's
a
very
sneaky
problem.
ninja.
And that's a great key word there, ninja, because I don't think Smoke's ever been this much of a ninja, in my opinion. I think it's pretty rad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm loving it. I think it's very cool. You know me, I'm one of those in-your-face kind of players.
You do like rushing down.
Nothing but risk.
I think I had to remind you of the block button once.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, he definitely feels like he's going to be high risk, but really, really flashy, very, very quick.
And that's when you talk about like how you want to deal with Smoke as an opponent. Risk.
Right, yeah, I think you're going to have kind of two strategies. One would be accept that he's going to counter zone you. Your fireballs are not going to be super efficient. Just play the game, patient, bait him out, punish him. Or rush down the rush down guy. And like someone like Liu Kang who might have faster normals up close, be able to poke him out.
Look at Liu
You're gonna
Kang's
fix-
face. Like he is getting beat up.
But he is definitely
Look
gonna
at
bait
his
the stakes,
face.
punish people that are, getting too big for their britches, and then go for big combos and all that. I think he's going to be really exciting to watch.
Awesome.
I'm still not over that Sub-Zero
Are you good
cameo
tomorrow?
No, I
buff.
think we
That's
should show you the fatal
crazy.
blood.
Let's do it.
So this also goes with this theme. It'll track you no matter where you on screen, and it's an overhead. So check out this.
All right. Blank.
That's a really simple cameo from Sub-Zero. See, now Smoke's
So,
Fatal
any-
Blow
any-
makes
any
sense
last
now that we've
notes
kind of
about
seen
Smoke?
his gameplay.
No, I'm just really excited.
Yeah.
That's Sub-Zero cameo.
I
I
think
can't get it out
Smoke's
of my
probably gonna
mind.
be-
Come
And
on,
I
bring
think this
on
is probably
Ashra.
And now, let's tell us a little bit about Ashra.
So, Ashra is from Mortal Kombat Deception. She was then in Armageddon, and she's been absent for 17 years.
Yes,
A whole
17
bunch of
long
people
years.
Who have never even. So, Ashra is a.
Ooh, look at
demon
this stage.
Who has found an artifact, the Chris. It's a mystical sword. And when she slays demons with it, it purifies her soul. So she fights with the Chris all the time, and you could imagine that gives her exceptionally
Ooh.
range.
How many bad things do you think she's done that she's constantly having to purify her soul?
She is literally a demon from the nether realm, so I think she's done
Ooh.
right.
That's so
She's been
cool.
through it.
All right, she's done a few bad things.
You can see almost all of her normal attacks use her weapon. Like she's got a super good uppercut.
Which is gonna give her good range
Yeah,
instantly.
uses her sweep, uses her sword.
Little bop there.
Is that the professional term?
Yeah,
for
we all
bop?
know that's the bop.
I've played against Dan in cinematics plays a lot of Ashra, and the range she keeps you at is one of those sort of frustrating ranges.
Right. Let's go over her throw. Slash
That
and
is a
slash.
throw.
The
That's what I
slashy
thought.
slash. We got a bop. We got a slashy slash. Ooh, little frost throw.
And now let's go over special moves because they are very neat. She has a really unique playstyle.
Ooh, okay.
So the first thing she has is projectile, which is not a typical fast, tiny projectile. It takes up a ton of real estate on screen. does not go full screen, and it's not the fastest in the world, but it reaches almost to the top of the screen.
So you're not jumping it.
Exactly.
Right.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Good one,
It
Tyler.
also has crisscross, which is a sword slash, which is an excellent combo ender, and control kind of the ground and the air. And what's one of the ways you beat like long-range footsie tools?
You beat?
Beat it, yeah, by jumping. So you could say crisscross makes you
Jump, jump.
Crisscross.
You really
How
set these up.
inventive.
Oh, yeah.
Look. I don't understand why people say this is cringe. I don't get that.
Ooh,
No,
look
no,
at
no.
the guard in the
Favorite term
background.
on the internet, by the way.
And
Did any of the attacks you were
Look at
just
the guard
showing
in the
have the X
background.
versions?
have
Probably need a.
her ghost dash. So this is a cool move where she sends a ghost, travels as far as she wants, and she can cancel it.
Nope.
And she can also do this quicker version that goes behind you.
But you're following it.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, she's got a bunch of range attacks,
Yes.
and she can get distance with her sword attacks. So she really kind of plays that mid to far game. And if you try jumping in at her, she has that special move that just is a rising sword attack.
She looks
that's
like she's
just
gonna
then gonna
need a
allow her to
cameo
extend
for
air
combos.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
But there's one really cool mechanic involved in all this that makes her just an added layer to make her a little bit more in depth.
Tell us about that layer. Let's
She
peel
can
The
that
magic.
onion.
tap into her dark side, and
That's
this
what I
changes
thought.
the properties on most of her special
Okay.
abilities. Her fireball becomes a ground spark. Reach full
Ooh.
screen.
Oh, jeez.
Short, medium, and far version.
Okay. And so that you have to choose which version, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick.
Sorry, I gotta turn it back on.
All right, gotta turn on the darkness.
Her shadow charge completely changes, and now it actually teleports her to the location,
Okay.
and she can again cancel it,
Okay. Okay.
or actually go directly to where the ghost is. And she can use that
Wow.
to go behind you, she can cancel it, and she can still do the quick attack.
Okay.
Now, one thing you might notice is when she's doing these moves, the opponent is getting dark side attached to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
what's
little
this?
swirly things around there, right?
Exactly, which can stack up to 3 times. Once she turns back to light, all of her light attacks will then do an extra hit of damage, depending on how many stacks she has.
Very cool.
Oh, wow. So she has layers.
That's awesome.
Now, some of the ghost slashes. Can you do any of those in the air, anything like that? Yeah.
She can do all the ghost slashes in the air and drop down.
So
Oh,
Tanya
She can do
2.0?
attacks,
Okay.
Combos with R. And,
You can really
I can rock with
You're
it.
locking them down with
Exactly.
distance anyway, too.
So, let's talk about cameos. I chose Frost.
Okay.
You might be saying, now how am I supposed to be switching in and out in the middle of a fight?
Right.
Liu Kang's going to be advancing on me. He might do his flying kick, his fireballs, and all that. Well, let's cover a couple of Frost moves. One is the ground ice, straight from Deadly Alliance. Super fast.
Cameos
low,
for her is
constant.
going
And it
to.
seems to cover like a majority
It's
of
going
this.
to be best for her to choose
This
cameos
is
that
going
allow
to
her
be
to go into her
big
dark
time
magic.
Movement. Can you pick
Block.
up the controller and block?
I hope all cameos have 4 attacks.
This will actually push you full screen and do
Yeah.
shift.
Look at Liu Kang's arms, man. The details in this game are
They
insane.
change,
Yeah.
obviously.
Fatal blow. So,
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen this yet.
I think the wings are so rad.
No, yeah.
That's
Huge
Asha's.
fan of the wings.
It's an audible gasp during the fatality.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that is Asha. It is super exciting to have her back. I love how we've, again, taken these almost 20
Look at these
And
guards. This is
reimagined.
the Dora Milaje.
Welcome
Look
back,
at this.
Ashra. Still a demon.
Awesome.
They got the
I wanna
Dora
say-
Milaje in Mortal Kombat. I love it.
The buzzing like that. We kept on teasing Reptile.
Yeah.
Reptile was getting teased over
A little
and over
bit.
again.
We did a little bit.
And just
I was
knowing
not
in
expecting
my heart
Asha
what it was
or
really
Havoc.
going to be, how long it was going to be, and I mean,
Many people didn't know who Serena was.
right?
Right. And with her now having more of this demon form and things like that, right? Even more misleading. Okay to not know, you know, for sure.
But
I feel like they shouldn't even have to
I'm
address
very
the
excited today, too, 'cause
stupidity
I'm actually gonna
that
be doing a
people
character right
are going on
You're
with
going
on
to do a
the
character
internet.
break.
It's
How many
ridiculous.
times are you going to mess up in
I
post?
am going to go with I went with Goro.
Goro.
Because I love Goro, and also He does
Garrus
help with my
looks
game
great.
plan, and we'll go
Right.
through that in a little bit.
And you like a team of bigs.
I do. So just real quick, Garrus has a couple. Gore has a couple moves. He has punch in the air, right? So you can do that.
Punch,
To,
yep.
You can do that to sort of elongate combos sometimes, things like that. He also
Look at
has
this stage,
Stomp.
man.
You can't have Gora without Stomp.
Now listen, Stomp is different. Stomp takes your entire bar.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it is
As
full.
it should.
So I know people will be like, Stomp. You have to commit to it. And then finally, he has a thing called the omelet toss, which is. I did the wrong button.
No, that's Punch Walk.
Punch walk again.
That's Punch Walk.
He has omelet toss where he will throw you up in the air,
Omelet toss.
Omelet toss.
and he will. So that can be grabbed.
That's
like
pretty
you're dunking,
nice.
For instance, that can be. It can be used to.
Omelet toss.
Don't do that. So that's what I use. Now I want to go through some of the strings, and this will all kind of.
Why
make
does
sense a little
Garrus'
bit how
face
he
keep
works.
doing that?
Yes, you can choose what side to switch, and then you can do this with different inputs. Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry.
And when you say with different inputs, what do you?
Different punches in the air
Oh, okay, gotcha.
lead
Gotcha.
to different things. So one is 1-2, the other is 2-1.
Gotcha.
Look, I'm so distracted by the stage.
So I did that wrong.
It's really neat to see the air combat extend to grappling.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
It'll knee you away.
Yeah.
air combat,
look at
just
the detail.
a huge fan. I just
It's
love.
so
I'm
fun.
so in love with it.
He also has this overhead, which is so it's not
What?
it's not
Oh my
safe
God.
entirely, but you can throw this out there quite a bit because you get a big amount of pushback and you're
Right.
back to back.
The animations are so
He's got that one
good.
too, which is neat because this is that range where you don't want to be here, get a little closer, right? And that can be canceled too, so you can do like things like that.
Oh, you can
Oh
brought a
my
buddy
God.
up.
I did. Let's
Stage
do this
is
guy.
crazy.
I think we've all seen the wall he can do.
He's got a little belly bump. Little belly
And
bump.
you'll throw him through the wall. And here's the other thing: you can kind of throw this out like from distance. Let me get a little far away from you. You can kind of even like it's not a projectile, but it can be kind of feel like one in a way.
Right. And the beginning reminds me of how people block in No Mercy for N64.
It really does.
So that's important.
There it is. There
Right.
it is. Yep. I'm gonna go over some specials now. So this is the one that changes.
Damn,
his
all of that, and
Okay.
now they're
It's
getting
called
the
Countdown.
specials.
And he'll just snap like that. You can redo what you've done, go back to where you were,
Rewind time.
and get your health back.
What?
Nice.
That's
and that uses
crazy.
the same clocks that you would charge for the
Yes.
So
behind you.
you can charge the clock, and once that clock is fully charged 3 times or
Yes.
whatever, then you have multiple moves that branch from that.
Yes.
Wow.
Bring down hourglass. And guess what?
That counts.
That counts.
That counts.
It does.
Oh.
You got to set move
That's
on.
cool.
You add another clock. It'll time out, and then explode. So you're kind of controlling
That's a
space.
new way of
But that also adds to your clock.
Interesting.
So
He has a
and that's
whole-
going to force them to either advance or back up. Back
Like,
up
you
is
gotta
good
be
for
doing
you
math and shit with
advancing,
Garrus.
You know,
Right.
you can go for your mix-ups.
So super cool stuff you can do with that. I really enjoy just hitting it, and then you can, that's something for later.
Oh.
So it can change the way the game's played.
Yeah. He plays his own game.
What I just showed was world stop, just back forward 1. You can just stop time, and I can do this. Now I can go on either side too, where I can hold back and land there.
Oh,
If you
wow.
meter burn it, it just turns into another time stop.
Oh man. He seems pretty nasty.
He is nasty.
Yeah.
He seems pretty nasty.
The effects are amazing looking too.
The effects.
Definitely.
The
He does
effects
have a
are
command grab,
really neat.
Which you can throw away, or you can throw towards. Oops, sorry. Like that. Now here's the fun part. Let's say you're in the corner.
Let's say you're.
Now I want.
Look
I
how
would
he's
love to be in the
walking.
corner.
Right.
So I can do that, right?
Yep. There he goes.
Or if I want to do more damage, anytime you throw someone away from the corner, you get the wall.
Oh, cool.
Ah, so they
So if
give you
I'm
more
throwing
damage
my-
for
like,
sacrificing
so
your
you can
position.
give up good spacing if you want to cash out that extra damage.
Damage or positioning.
Like,
yeah.
is this gonna end the round? If I
Right.
do that, throw them out.
Yeah, totally.
At least I would.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So that command grab's really great. It can also like you
That's
can,
you. Then you.
I'm
won.
just
is it more
blown
dangerous if
away
you hold it
how
for
they've been able
Exactly,
to.
yeah.
right.
They've
And also,
essentially
they don't
like
forget they're
taken
looking for
his
snap, and
pool,
now they do a
his
combo to
his
you,
like
you just rewind out of it.
toolkit
You
and
back.
That's a great
expanded
point.
it so
So
much.
next thing we got. This is a. Oops, there was again. Sorry. He's got this burst, right? Denial here, and it's just just kind of a pushback. You can
get off
combo
me.
it. Right.
Nope.
But I would say that's not how you can do it. But the cool thing is, it is his metered. It does a
His armor.
armor move. Yes, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I'm in the corner, and I want to wake up to it. I can. Oh, not me. There we go.
Gotcha. Get off of me.
And
Get
it's
off
really
me.
good if like I get jumped on like in the. So if, like.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's just
combo
a get off me tool.
opportunity.
Yes,
For sure.
So he does have that. I mean, I know Garrus, it seems like he has a lot. I will say once you start playing it, it all sort of flows together very, very well.
Right.
Once you start getting the game plan down, he has this move here, which is really cool. So go full screen for me. I can do this, and now look, I am ethereal. Now hit me. If you hit me, I can take it. Oh, I can take a hit, right? So hold on, and then I will go back where I started. You can do that with projectiles.
Oh, really?
But now I can do like things like this, where I will walk you down. I know I have a hit I can take, or I can walk you down, and you're like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And I can still do moves.
That's so cool.
Now here's where it gets crazy.
This has been pretty crazy already. Like, I don't know what the next level of crazy
Yeah,
could be.
we've never done one of these, and you're like, but wait, there's more.
There is one more thing which I've actually had QA make a video for because I am not good at doing it yet, but it's really cool. So the meter burn version will freeze time, and you're able to use your clone and yourself. You'll see. Let's take a look at that video.
Whew.
What? Oh my God!
So
Are you
cool.
serious?
Really give me some Kenshi vibes.
You know that part is one thing.
That is
will probably be the
crazy.
last thing I put into my right.
I see Goros
So
as
it
well.
is from about where you start a battle is where as its distance, and then it teleports to you and grabs you.
This is so beautiful looking.
He'll be fine.
That's a twist on Goro's classic fatality, I guess.
Awesome. So that's
Garrus.
Garrett.
You know,
Nah,
honestly,
Garrus
he's
definitely
strong
has some
and
layers to
quirky,
him.
Right.
And he's the opposite of